Welcome to Xatalog. In this video, you will learn how to upload all the items into your Xatalog account so that you can start sending out catalogs as well as configuring storefront as well as start sending out quotations to your customers. Once you log on to xatalog.com, you can put in the email address and password, sign in. Click on your username, go to profile. In the onboarding screen, you first would go to the hidden columns. This is where you actually configure which fields do you want to see in your item upload list. So for here, we might just not want to look at the unit because our unit would be pieces by default. It's possible that I'm not using is featured or the weight height columns as well as all these extra fields. If I've got two images for each item, then I just leave this as is. If I've got just a single photograph for my items, then I'd want to hide this. So in my case, I have two images for each of the items that I have. So I just keep this as on. I might want to actually hide this because I just have two photos for each item, so this is not applicable for me, but I might have more than two photos. So Xatalog allows you up to 5 photographs to be uploaded for each item, as well as I might want to hide specification PDF. Now this is again if you want to have a specification PDF for each and every item of yours that a customer might want to download, you want to actually show this. Otherwise, in my case, I don't have a specification for each of the items. I just want to hide this. As well as I'm not doing any inventory management using Xatalog, so I might want to hide the inventory fields. And in the number of attributes, I might not use 15 attributes. Xatalog allows you up to 15 attributes, and we'd come to what are attributes later on in the video. But in my case, let's say I'm just keeping it as 10, and then I click on next. You're presented with the setup item onboarding screen. Out here, you'd actually want to download the template using which you'd upload all the items that you have in a single go onto Xatalog. Once you download the template, we can review the template like so. Now in the item upload template, what you'd see is the first field is the category. This is the category of items that you might have. So let's say if I'm into the jewelry business, then the category would be rings, earrings, necklaces, bangles, and so. Code is a unique code or the SKU number that you'd have for each of your items. Now this needs to be unique and this is a mandatory field. Name is the name of the item. Short description relates to a short description that you'd see underneath the item. Cost price is the price, which is the base price for each of your items. Then is the photograph. Photograph would be the actual photograph of the item itself, as well as a hover photograph. So this is the photograph that you'd see once a user actually hovers over item itself, and this photograph would come in. And then these are the 10 attributes that I had enabled. Now each of these attributes can be completely unique to your industry. So let's say in my case, these attributes might be the metal color or the gemstone or other bits and pieces that we'd come to quite shortly. And then MOQ relates to the minimum order quantity. So if we leave this blank, the minimum order quantity is 1. Otherwise, the minimum order quantity is the item quantity that is required for each of your users to actually place an order. So let's say if a minimum order quantity in your case is 5, then a user will not be able to enter any item or order below that minimum order quantity. As well as MRP. Now if you enter the MRP, then whatever price that is showing, MRP would be shown on top of it and it will be crossed out. So what it signifies is basically it shows you the discount for each and every item. So what I already have is I've got a filled in template. I'll just open that. Now as you can see that I've got over 1,000 items. Now these items are bangles, and then there are earrings, and then there are loads of earrings really. I'm coming down, and then there are necklaces, and so each of the items have a unique SKU number as well as the name of the item and the cost price of it, the photograph that is there for each of these items. So in my case, as you can see, that the photograph name is just simply the code as well as _1, which is the main photograph, and _2, which is the second photograph. In terms of attribute, in my industry, I'm using metal color, the purity, material, if it belongs to any collection, the collection name, the gemstone which is there, MOQ I've left blank, as well as the MRP. Now in this case, if the MRP is 3,307 and the cost price is 2,997, MRP would be crossed out and I'd be seeing the cost price or the selling price, and we'd come to the selling price very shortly. So once I have this item import template, I can just copy the link, cross this, come down. In the step 3, upload the filled in template, path, open that, and Xatalog will actually upload the entire Excel sheet. All the items will be uploaded to the Xatalog system. Once all the items are uploaded, you'll see that the number of items which were there in the sheet as well as the number of uploaded items. So if there are a couple of items which have not been uploaded, either the SKU number is not unique, or the SKU number is missing, or some other details are incorrect. So you can actually review it and actually upload it again. If you might have any name changes or other changes, other detail changes in your items, you can upload your sheet again and it will just overwrite based on the SKU number or the code of the item. Once you've uploaded all the items, now you can go ahead and actually upload the images of these items. So in my case, I have all the images in one place. So these are all the images that I have for all the items that I have. And as you can see, the naming convention is just the image name or the SKU number _1, which is the main image, and the SKU number _2, which is the secondary or the hover image. All I have to do is basically select all the photographs from here. So I just change the view so that it's easier to actually select everything. I'll go ahead, select all the items. So I'll go ahead and select all the photographs here and drag it onto this one and copy it here. Now this will instantly start uploading all the photographs onto Xatalog. You'd see how many photographs have been uploaded till now, so the percentage of it. You can also do that rather than dragging and dropping. You can click on this button and do the same thing, but I've just chosen to drag and drop. As you can see, the uploads have actually begun. I've actually skipped a couple of minutes in the video because it does take some time after you've queued all your files and dragged all your files onto the window. And in total, we have uploaded today 1054 items.